Hello guys, welcome back to another coding video. So I have pretty good news. So I fixed my microphone. For some reason it wasn't working. I recorded this video multiple times, but my microphone was not working, but I fixed it now. It was only coming out of one ear and it was pretty quiet, but I fixed both ears, right? For today's video, I'll be teaching you like how to make your first game cheat, and no, like nothing else to really say. But yeah, I'll leave a file in the description if you don't like a help file with a bunch of Python comments. But yeah, so on my YouTube channel, I usually just record how to code in Lua, but this time it's gonna be Python. And yeah, so I'll be using Left 4 Dead 2. You can use this however you want, but also you're gonna there's another problem. So I also had my game audio on full, but I'm just gonna completely turn it down. And another problem, I know a lot of problems, is that like my thing wasn't recording for some reason. Wait, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna wanna go ahead and use your coding IDE. The most popular is Visual Studio, which is what I use, right? And I'm assuming you already have your thing set up, right? So, yeah, I already had the code here because I already recorded the video multiple times, but all those problems. But I will completely start over. So you're gonna need your game, your coding application, and lastly, cheat engine. And you should be good from there, and the rest I'll be just showing you in the video. So we're going to go to our game and hop in a single player match. Like I said, I'm doing Left 4 Dead 2. You can do whatever game you want. I, from my knowledge, I think this only works in single player because it's a memory cheat, but it's still pretty fun to learn, especially if you're a beginner. It's not the hardest thing in the world to do. And like, I don't know, I love coding, and I think you will too. So we will load into this match. Okay, it's a cutscene. I don't know if you can skip Left 4 Dead cutscenes, but once we load in, okay, I think we're about to load in. Okay, as you see, we have a pistol with 15 ammo. So you can make any cheat with it. I'm gonna start off with ammo. So you see how like our ammo maximum always starts off with 15, and you could shoot it and it goes down until those 15 bullets come out, obviously, right? And then you reload. Well, we can actually manipulate that with a little bit of cheat engine and a little bit of code. So you can go over to your cheat engine and we can click this button with the computer and a magnifying glass, and you're gonna want to find your game, which I'm doing Left 4 Dead 2. So we will click that. You don't have to click Left 4 Dead 2 if you're doing a different game, but just click your game, right? And now we can actually get started a little bit. So we can go to cheat engine. As you can see, we have 15 bullets. I might make a whole separate video on how to use cheat engine in general. So there's like, that's a good video idea. So, but I'm assuming you already know a little bit of knowledge. But if you don't, just follow what I do. So you see how like we have 15 bullets, right? And it once the 15 bullets run out in Left 4 Dead, the ammo, the pistol already has infinite ammo, but it's still only 15 bullets in an infinite mags, right? So we can actually fix, like, change that and make a cool cheat. So like I said, it's 15. So what you're going to want to do is head onto your thing. If you're playing a different game and find the value you want, like your health, it says 100 right there and 15 for the gun. So in my case, it's 15. So you're going to click first scan. And as you can see, 60,000 found. You're going to want to head back to the game and just shoot it a little bit. And now it's at 9. And so we click next scan and we're already at 7, right? Now we shoot a little bit again and see it's at 5. So you type in 5 now and we're almost done. So as you see, if we reload, it goes to 15 bullets. Go to cheat engine. Notice how everything's 15 also now. So we shoot it again, it's 11, right? Cheat engine, these are 11 too. So that proves that these are the addresses we need. So you want to highlight them. You can hold your first mouse button and use this box to select them. And then click this red arrow while it's selected. Or you can do how I do it, is Control A to copy everything. Either you could drag it, or you could go through the red arrow while everything's selected. That's what I'm going to do. As you can see, we have these selected. So if we click this box right here, notice how like our ammo, see how it freezes, but we still reload. So there's actually, that's where coding comes in. So you're going to uncheck this box and we're going to Control A to copy everything again, right click, and then copy selected addresses. Now we go to our Visual Studio and we can get coding. So the first thing you're going to do is once you get to Visual Studio, you're going to click your Windows button, or like, because this is only Windows by the way, and you're going to click Command Prompt so we can actually install the things we need. So you're going to do pip install, which is how you install Python libraries, and we will be needing read write memory. So enter, I already have it, so it's going to say requirement already satisfied. See? But then it's not, if you don't have it, then it's gonna install, right? And after that, you're gonna need to install Tabulate. That's how you spell it right there, Tabulate. And enter. I also already, oh wait, I spelled it wrong, or I did a syntax here. But yeah, you're gonna need to install the Tabulate, and we will need time, but that's built into Python. And once you've installed those two, we'll be using 3, but the other one is just straight up built into Python. You don't really need to install it. Now you can go ahead and go to our code and start importing it. So we can do import time, which we'll be needing to loop. Then from read write memory, import read write memory, and then lastly from tabulate, import tabulate. The reason, let me just explain why I need these. So for the first one, read write memory is what we're going to be doing to read and write the memory. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? But even if you know that this one right here probably doesn't make sense, it's called tabulate, we're going to be needing that because it's for easier tables in Python. Because we're going to make tables with all our memory, right? Instead of just one memory, it's more efficient if you just do multiple. So we can go ahead and copy all this, make a comment, and we'll just call it crucial. Like, it's healthy to like comment, to make comments so you know what your code does and you can remember better. So we can call these modules, and like that. Boom. We can make another comment and we'll call it AMA tables, or actually memory table. We'll do memory table, right? Now we will go ahead and make our table. You're going to want to go ahead and cheat engine and go back and copy selected addresses. And we shall make a table with all the addresses now. You can call it whatever you want. I think I'm just going to do ammo underscore tables and then equals. And you're going to do, what do you call this again? Brackets. And then paste and enter, and then paste your tables in. Now indentation error, and you're gonna want backspace, so it's like this, right? Now weird thing with Python is you actually have to tell it that it's a hex address, if I'm right. So you're gonna want to go in front of all these, like right at the start, and type in 0x. And you'll notice when you do that, it looks like this. I don't know why my X is super small. I'm using a different font than the normal, but that's exactly what I'm doing. So you're just gonna go ahead at the start and type in 0x every time. Now it's still got an error, right? So you're gonna do comma, comma, comma until the last one. In any coding language, you never put a comma at the last one because it will always create an error. At least from my experience, right? Now that we've made our actual ammo tables, which we got from Cheat Engine, we can actually make another comment, which you don't have to make comments, by the way. It's better practice. We're gonna call this one setting up, because this is how we actually set up the cheat, right? So we're going to make a variable. You could call it whatever you want, but I'm gonna do read write memory because it's gonna be the variable for read write memory, right? So you just make your variable, you call whatever you want, equals Python variable, and the quickest way to say it is you call your variable whatever you want and it's instantly assigned a value. As soon as you assign it to something, it's assigned. That's the best way to explain it, to be honest. But yeah, you don't have to do RWM. That's just the quickest way. You can call it whatever you want. Like, it could be gibberish and it'll still work, because that's how variables work, right? So like that. I didn't mean to do that. And now that once we got in that variable, we can actually start making the process. So what you want to do is make another variable, and it's going to be the process. So you're going to do our next variable, our variable we just made. So read write memory dot process, and then get process get get process by name. Oh my, get process get underscore process underscore by underscore name. Okay, like that basically. And then you're gonna do parentheses again, right? And now don't make this error. It's also, by the way, like in the start of the video, I said I left you a help thing. So as you can see, in it's basically, I'll leave this so just in case if I'll go it too fast. So now what we're gonna do is, I don't know why they tell you to do this word by word, but to make this work, you actually gotta get your process name. Easiest way to do it is go to Task Manager and find your game, right? So mine's Left 4 Dead 2. You're gonna click it and right click in Properties, and it should be right here in this text box. You can highlight it, Control A, Control C, and OK, and then put quotes, and then put your process name, right? And then lastly, for this one, you're going to need, or none of this will work, it's a really bad mistake, but it's easy to fix, is you're going to actually open your process. You're going to do process.open and then parentheses. Okay, we should be done with that. I mean, we can go ahead and see if we made any errors real quick. I know we could hit this button and see if we made any errors, because I believe we didn't make any errors. Okay, yeah, we didn't make any errors. Okay, so once you got that, we can actually make another comment, and this will be the freeze function or variable. So, or actually, we'll just do freeze memory. And now we will do process read and parentheses ammo tables, right? Then the table thing, and then 0, just like that. And now we can go ahead and make another comment, and actually this will be the main code, what actually does everything. So now we can get started. So we will make a loop while Law true colon try colon for I'll call it ADDR for stands for address, but you can call it whatever you want. Like, I mean, you can even do ammo AT for ammo table, but you can call it whatever you want. And then in ammo tables, which is what we made for what like you call that, right? And colon again, and then we can do process dot write parentheses and call our what was it called again? At God, this thing's lagging, comma, and then our freeze memory thing. So we actually did a wrong thing. So I forgot to turn this into a variable. You call it freeze memory or freeze address equals, and then put our thing back again like that. And then now we can actually put it. Actually, I'm just gonna completely restart this parentheses just so I don't make a mistake. So we did an at, which is over here, right? And then our freeze address variable. And then we can go ahead and accept, because that would actually like do the try. Keyboard interrupt, just in case like if you want to stop the code, then it will interrupt. Then we can do process dot close parentheses, and we should be done, to be honest, but just to make it better, we can actually start making prints, so it's not just happening in the background and not saying anything. So we could do freeze stop, and then over here we can make we can make a another welcome print statement. So we can make a variable equals and quote unquote we can make our welcome, right? So we'll just say welcome to obfuscated, which is my YouTube, obfuscated Left 4 Dead 2 ammo cheat. Actually, we can go ahead and make all of that capital. Welcome to obfuscated Left 4 Dead 2 ammo cheat. And then we can go ahead and go here and print welcome. Okay. Something was being weird. And then we can go here and print ammo successfully froze. You may return back to the game. I don't know how to do punctuation, but I like making everything capital, but just for the hell of it, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now we should be pretty much done. It was only 38 lines of code, right? So we can go ahead, and I don't know if I got this first try, but here, we can reload. Seems like my thing's pretty glitchy. We reload, see, our ammo still goes down, right? And then we can go and actually turn on the cheat. So I recommend not running it through Visual Studio because it doesn't look the best, but I'm gonna go to my folder where I have it. It's the cheats folder, and we can run it, and boom. It says, welcome to Lofty Kids Left 4 Dead 2 ammo cheat. Ammo successfully froze. You may return back to the game. Now, if I'm correct, we should have infinite ammo now, so let's try. Okay, there we go. See you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. And as you can see, we are constantly firing our bullets. And it never runs out. And you can even use it against the zombies and they'll still die. So it's not visual or anything. And see, they're dying. You can just constantly fire it over and over and over. Actually, oh, here we go. Yeah, you see, like it's constantly killing them. We haven't ran out once. We haven't had to reload once. And even if you, well, we can't reload, and that just proves that it's working. But since we constantly have 15, it's just a fun little simple cheat that you can make. And I hope I taught y'all how to make your first like simple game cheat. I'm surprised I got it first try, to be honest, but yeah. If you want, I can leave the source code in the description. Please remember, if this helped you, it would mean a lot if you subscribe, because I have a pretty small channel right now and I'm trying to help more people than just 9 viewers. But I am grateful though. Yeah, see, you can do this with anything you want. I just chose ammo because why not? And I'll make another video on like how to make a full-fledged like full mod menu where it's not just terminal and you can actually use GUI. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. And I will see you next tutorial. Goodbye.